So it's really important that we have multiple data points. Something that I would recommend, and actually you may have noticed I said the word data analysis team, and I had a little resource on the bottom of that slide. I learned a lot of this from Dr. Joe Kovaleski out of Pennsylvania, and they recently just published another book called The Data-Driven School. I would really recommend you take a look at that, and they kind of break down the types of interventions that are implemented based on either being an acquisition type of intervention or proficiency intervention. So, what I mean by that is if you're looking at this screen here, I'm using the example of FAST. So, we've given a universal screener of A reading. From there, we've identified that some students also, they scored low. So, we administered a CBM reading assessment, which is identifying the rate at which the student read. So, that's one piece of the puzzle. What's really important is that we're not just looking at the rate or how quickly a student is reading. That does tell us something, but what tells us more is how accurate the student was when they actually, when they did that reading. And you can use this, by the way, for math and even for behavior. So when a student has a level of need regarding acquiring a new skill, we often see that the student is very slow and inaccurate in that skill. So we see that there are a lot of errors. And so the lower the accuracy rate is, that would be an indication that they need actual instruction in a skill area. If we see that there's a low rate, that the student is taking a long time, that just means they need more practice. So that would be where a fluency intervention would come in. And so in this case over here, you're seeing that I've basically aligned I've added the accuracy score alongside their rate score and used both of those data points to then identify which groups of kids need which type of intervention. And again, that book is The Data-Driven School, and it was just released last year. It's a great read and a great resource that I would definitely recommend.